Hello everybody, second video of the day. Might as well knock them out all at once. I actually tried to look decent today. Usually we wear polos at work, but we kind of have a little leeway where we can still wear kind of professional clothes. So I decided to actually dress up a little bit today, since whenever I feel cruddy, I dress up the most because I'm trying to hide the fact that I don't feel good, I guess. So I wanted to do a quick video on the costs of infertility. I was gonna make this video at home before I left, but our puppies were all whiny and I felt bad, so I was like, you know what, I'll just make it in the car. So bear with me, I know it's kind of hard doing car vlogs, but I'll get right into it. So when you first start trying, usually when you seek a doctor's help, they won't really help you until after you've been trying for a year. So after me and Zach had been trying for a year, in about January, it was December, January-ish, we decided to seek help. So I started talking to my OBGYN about how we'd been trying and nothing had been happening. And so from there, I kind of, I didn't think much of the cost for, infertility. I just kind of thought, oh, it's like a doctor's visit, they'll bill it to my insurance. But it's not that easy. I know at least at my OB, once you start going for infertility, not just annual checkups, they start charging you the day of the procedure. So it gets expensive because it's not like you have that leeway, the month it takes to actually get you the bill. And then, sometimes you can just make payments. It's not that easy. You have to pay up front at the appointment. And for me, I have PCOS and a bicornuate uterus. So from the get-go, I had to get an HSG. Luckily, they billed that to the insurance first. They didn't just bill me for it the day of the procedure. But that itself was $500. So insurance paid nothing. It was just $500. So that happened. And then after the HSG, they found out I also had a blocked tube. I'm not doing anything about that right now. We're going to try out medications and see what works for us. So we're trying that out. And from our first appointment was yesterday, our first infertility appointment, where I had to get an ultrasound, talked with the doctor for a little bit, and then I got 2 trigger shots. I got, one shot, but 2 dosages, since my follicles aren't developing like they should. That appointment was $760 just for the office visit. Luckily, my doctor's office is really nice, and they let me pay half, and then I pay the other half once I get paid on the first. So I'm really lucky that they let me do that. When I went in, I wasn't expecting it to be that much. I wasn't expecting to get 2 trigger shots. I was, maybe 1, but definitely wasn't expecting 2. So we did that. So from that point, now we're looking at $1,200 just this one cycle. Obviously, every cycle I won't have to do an HSG. I probably won't ever have to do one again unless, we start trying again and having issues, more issues. So if you think about it, $700 a cycle just for what I've been doing, and that's not even including the cost of my medications. So let's say $760. I have to pay $40 for my Clomid, and then so there we're at $800, and then let's say It's like $20 for my prenatal and my metformin. So I mean, $820 right there a cycle. That is just, it's like paying rent. It's like playing the lottery, but worse, because if you don't win, then you have to do it all over again the next month. It's a roller coaster right now. We're really trying to stay positive and really hope that this works this cycle. I was like almost in tears yesterday. It's really stressful on a couple trying to conceive. Like sex should be fun. It should be, love between two people. It shouldn't be, oh, do we have to have sex tonight? Yeah, so it's just one of those things, if I keep telling myself, and I need to stop, but I keep telling myself, if I didn't have PCOS, bicornuate uterus, blocked tube, we would be going through this. Like, I could have a baby by now. And I just need to know that when the time is right, it'll happen. And that's how you ladies need to look at it too. It's really tough, and it's just, it's hard, but you'll get through it. And there are other options out there, and we know that. We're just not financially ready for those yet, such as like in vitro and IVF. I know at my doctor's office, if I would have done IVF, it would have been an additional like $200. And if we do in vitro, which my doctor doesn't do, I would have to be referred to an infertility specialist. But if I do get to that, then I'm going to be looking at like $20,000 a cycle. And that's like how much I make in like half a year. That's just not something we can afford unless we can find insurance that covers it. So at this point, we're just really crossing our fingers, hoping and praying that this Clomid and trigger shot will work. And if not, the next cycle we're just gonna have to either take a break or just do Clomid and not go in for monitoring for the trigger shot. And with that, there's probably even less of a chance of us conceiving. So thank you for watching, ladies. If you have any concerns, thoughts, advice, I would love to hear it down below. Like this video if you did, and I will update you guys once I get a positive ovulation test. My doctor said I should get one in the next 4 days, or less, obviously. He's hoping, in the next 2 days I'll get a positive. So keep me in your thoughts, you guys, and have a great week.